Hello everyone, in this video lecture we'll understand how to solve assignment problem using branch and bound approach. Let us understand the basics of assignment problem. Here it is the problem of assigning n people to n jobs so that the total cost of the assignment is as small as possible. The instance of the assignment problem is given by an n cross n cost matrix C, so that we can state the problem as follows. Select one element in each row of the matrix so that no two selected elements are in the same column and their sum is the smallest possible. So now we'll consider the assignment problem instance represented in cost matrix of n cross n, and here each row represents person A's, that is first row represents person A's job 1, job 2, job 3, job 4 cost, and second row represents person B's job cost, and the third row represents person C's job cost, and last row represents person D's job cost. Now we'll see how to solve the assignment problem using branch and bound technique, especially a best fit branch and bound technique. So that's why we need to construct a state space tree. Now we'll see how to construct root of the state space tree. Root of the state space tree, here it is represented as start, and node number here is given as 0. Now how to calculate the lower bound? Lower bound will be the sum of the smallest elements in each row. For person A, person B, person C, person D, smallest elements are 2, 3, 1, 4 respectively, and we'll add it up 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 4. So which will give you 10. So that is assigned here. Now we'll see how to construct the next level nodes. The nodes on the first level of the tree correspond to the selections of element in the first row of the matrix, that is job for a person A. Now when you say job for a person A, you are going to fix the job 1 to person A, job 2 person A, and job 3 person A, and job 4, and make that as a 4 branches. So in the first branch, A is assigned with 1, that means person A is assigned with first job. First job, you are going to fix the element. Now considering the element 9, its row, that is the first row, and its column, that is the first column, will be excluded for the later calculation of the later selection of the next elements. So you know that we have considered for the person A 9, element 9. So for the person B, you can't include the first column, as it is this row and this column and this row will be excluded. First row and first column is excluded from the calculation. That's why out of 437, 3 is minimum, and out of 818, 1 is minimum. Out of 694, 4 is minimum. When you add it up, you are going to get 17 as a lower bound. Now we'll consider, when you consider element 2, or we can fix person A, the second row, its row and its column, that is first row and second column will be removed. Removed in the sense we are going to excluding the those rows and columns for the lower bound calculation. Now for person A it is fixed to 2, then person B you are going to select the smallest element among 6, 3, 7, which will be 3. Now and next for person C it will be 1, and person job D 3 for person A. That when you add it up, you are going to get lower bound as 10. When you consider the elements, its row and column need to be avoided for the smallest element calculation for remaining persons. So among 637, among 647, 4 is smaller, among 588, 5 is smaller, among 764, 4 is smaller. So altogether it is going to give you. Now we'll consider that last job will be fixed for person A. So A is giving job 4, that means you are going to consider the element 8. So when you consider the element, its row, first row and the fourth column will be excluded for the smallest element calculation for a person B, person C, and person person D. So person B smallest element will be 3, and among 581, person C smallest element will be 1, and for person D it is 6. So when you add it up, you are going to get 18. Now we'll see how to, before proceeding further, or before creating the next level. Now among the 4 live leaves, these 1 2 3 4, the optimal is the node 2, because as it is having less smallest lower bound 10. So the person 2, that is person A, job 2 has been assigned. This says that for person 2, job 2 has been assigned. Now the second level of the tree. Second level of the tree means obviously job 2 is excluded for the remaining calculations. So remember always, job 2 anymore will not be considered. So you have to consider only 3 jobs, that is job 1, job 3 and job 4. Now for a person B, you have 3 options, 1, 3 and 4. So B is assigned with, that is person you are going to assign a job 1, person B you are going to assign job 3, and person B you are going to assign job 4. So 3 choices. So let's calculate the lower bound one by one. Now when you consider element 6, that is for B is assigned with job 1, its cost is 6. So the lower bound will be, uh, for person A its job is already fixed, that is always any more person A's job will be 2, that will be fixed. So person B, now you are considering element 6. When you consider the element 6, what you are going to do, you are going to exclude its row and column. So second row, first column will be excluded for the calculation of, for selection of smallest element for person C and person D. So for person C, however job 2 is not there, so among 1 and 8, 1 is minimum. So you're going to, among 9 and 4, 4 is minimum. Altogether when you add it up, you're going to get. Now when you consider the B is assigned with the third job, that means this row, the second row and the third column will be removed for the calculation. And yes, you know that job 2 is, however it is removed. So person C, among 5 and 8, 5 is minimum, among 7 and 4, 4 is minimum. So when you add it up all this, you are going to get 40. Now the when the last job is assigned to person B, its cost is 7. So person says 2 plus 7, person B's cost is now fixed as 7. So when you fix as 7, person C and person D's cost will be 1 and 7 respectively. So when you add it up, you are going to get a lower bound 17. Now we have finished calculating the next level. Among this, among 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, which leaf gives you the minimum cost? That is node 5. So node 5. So that means job 2 is assigned for person A and job 1 is assigned for person B. We can decide it from this. So now let's construct the next level of tree. Next level of tree, we can consider this way, as there are only 2 jobs are remaining, 2 persons jobs are remaining and 2 jobs are remaining. So that is job 3 and job 4. So let's write this way. Once we assign job C the third job, once we assign job D the third job, once we assign job D the fourth job, once we assign job C the fourth job. Let's calculate this way. Now when you go assign job 3 job 3 to person C and job 4 to person D, the cost you're going to get is 2 plus 6. Job 3 when you assign for person C it is 1, and job 4 when you assign 4, so which is equal to 13. Now when you assign a job C 4 and fourth job, and job D third job, so it is 8 plus 9. So 2 plus 6 plus 8 plus 9 is going to give you 25, which is cost 25 is highest among all the leaves. So this will be an inferior solution, and among all the leaves, node 8 gives you the minimum smallest cost, so which is 13. So this will be a solution. So you can see that the solution is job A is job A is assigned with job 2 is assigned with to person A, job 1 is assigned to person B, job 3 is assigned to person C, and job 4 is assigned to 100% D and optimal cost is 13.